Imagine walking through a cold, misty forest. Snow crunches under your feet, and suddenly through the fog you see a huge woolly mammoth with thick fur and long curved tusks shining like ivory. It lifts its head and lets out a deep roar that echoes through the icy air. Sounds like a dream, right? But maybe not for long. Scientists are now working to bring extinct animals like mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, and giant sloths back to life. Using modern genetics, they believe it might soon be possible. But would this help nature or cause new problems? Let's explore this amazing and risky idea together. What are megafauna and why do they matter? Before we dream of their return, let's understand what megafauna are and why they were so important. The word megafauna simply means large animals. Scientists usually define them as species weighing more than 44 kilograms, about 100 pounds. These giants lived during the Pleistocene epoch, a time that stretched from around 2.5 million to 11,700 years ago. Think of creatures like mammoths, mastodons, giant ground sloths, and saber-toothed cats, animals so huge and powerful that they shaped the environments around them. These giants weren't just impressive to look at. They played crucial roles in keeping ecosystems balanced. They ate massive amounts of plants, spread seeds through their dung, trampled paths through forests, and mixed nutrients into the soil. In short, they acted like nature's gardeners and engineers. For example, mammoths helped keep tundras open by knocking down trees, allowing grasslands to flourish. Without them, many landscapes grew dense with shrubs and trees, changing the balance of life. Even today, we can see their modern-day relatives like elephants doing similar work in Africa. Elephants tear down small trees, create water holes, and open up spaces for other animals. If those modern giants are so essential, imagine what ancient ones did. So when scientists talk about reviving megafauna, it's not just about curiosity or nostalgia. It's about bringing back the missing pieces of nature's puzzle. Famous extinct megafauna. Now let's meet the stars of the Ice Age, the giants that once dominated Earth. Picture a sloth the size of a car standing upright and pulling branches down from tall trees with claws like swords. That's the giant ground sloth, an herbivore that roamed the Americas. Then there was the woolly mammoth, with its thick coat of fur, curved tusks, and small ears that helped it survive the freezing tundras of Siberia and North America. Equally famous was the saber-toothed cat, often called the saber-toothed tiger, though it wasn't truly a tiger. It was a muscular predator with long, curved canine teeth, perfect for taking down large prey. In South America, the Glyptodon, a giant armored relative of the armadillo, waddled across the plains, protected by a shell so tough it could resist even predators like jaguars. Australia had its own cast of giants: giant kangaroos, massive wombats called Diprotodon, and flightless thunderbirds that towered over early humans. Each of these animals shaped its ecosystem in unique ways. Mammoths helped grasslands spread, sloths fertilized forests, and saber-toothed cats controlled prey populations. When they vanished, ecosystems became less diverse and more fragile. Bringing them back could restore balance. But first, we need to know what made them disappear in the first place. Why did megafauna vanish? The disappearance of megafauna remains one of history's biggest mysteries. How could such powerful animals vanish from the planet? Scientists have spent decades studying clues buried in bones, fossils, and ancient DNA, and most agree it came down to two major forces: humans and climate change. When early humans spread across new continents, they brought tools, fire, and hunting skills. Megafauna, having never encountered humans before, became easy targets. Mammoths, giant sloths, and even huge birds were hunted for meat, fur, and bones. In North America, evidence shows that when humans arrived around 13,000 years ago, mammoth populations began to collapse. At the same time, Earth's climate was changing. The last ice age ended, and temperatures began to rise. Grasslands turned into forests, glaciers melted, and food sources shifted. Many large herbivores couldn't adapt quickly enough to survive in warmer, wetter environments. Carnivores that depended on them also disappeared. Most experts believe it wasn't one single cause, but a deadly combination. Climate stressed the animals. Humans delivered the final blow. Understanding these causes isn't just about solving the past, It helps us avoid repeating mistakes as we consider bringing these giants back. Modern efforts to bring back the giants. Now here's where the story takes a thrilling turn. Today, scientists are closer than ever to actually reviving some extinct species. The field of de-extinction, bringing extinct species back using modern technology, has moved from imagination to real-world experiments. Companies like Colossal Biosciences, co-founded by geneticist George Church, are leading the charge. Their goal? To create a woolly mammoth using gene editing. They take DNA from Asian elephants, the mammoth's closest living relatives, and insert genes responsible for traits like thick fur, small ears, and fat layers for cold survival. The result won't be a perfect mammoth, but a hybrid, an elephant engineered to survive in freezing climates. Colossal aims to have its first mammoth calves by 2028. Other scientists are working on different species. Revive and Restore, a California-based organization, focuses on reviving the passenger pigeon, the Tasmanian tiger, also called the Thylacine, and even the Dodo bird. By using techniques like cloning and CRISPR gene editing, they hope to reintroduce lost biodiversity. These projects raise exciting possibilities, but they also raise deep questions about ethics, safety, and impact. Potential benefits. Why should humanity even consider bringing back extinct animals like woolly mammoths, giant sloths, or saber-toothed cats? The idea might sound like science fiction, but scientists believe that reviving these ancient creatures could actually benefit our planet in powerful ways. These animals once played vital roles in maintaining healthy ecosystems, and their return could help repair some of the damage caused by human activity and climate change. One of the most fascinating examples involves the woolly mammoth and climate change. In the Arctic, the ground is covered by permafrost, frozen soil that stores huge amounts of carbon. When this soil melts, it releases greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, speeding up global warming. Mammoths could help slow this process naturally. By trampling snow, uprooting trees, and flattening shrubs, they would allow colder air to reach the ground, keeping it frozen longer. This simple behavior could help preserve permafrost and prevent massive carbon emissions, making these Ice Age giants unexpected allies in the fight against climate change. Additionally, large herbivores like mammoths, mastodons, and giant sloths were key to keeping ecosystems fertile. As they moved and fed, they spread seeds and fertilized the soil with their waste, encouraging diverse plant growth. Their return could help restore damaged landscapes and increase biodiversity. Scientists compare this to the Yellowstone effect, when the reintroduction of wolves revived entire ecosystems. Seeing these majestic creatures alive again could reignite global passion for wildlife conservation. Witnessing a mammoth or thylacine in the wild could remind us of the fragility of nature and inspire humanity to protect the species that still share our planet. Possible risks. But what if things go wrong? For all its wonder, de-extinction carries serious risks. One of the biggest concerns is ecological disruption. Ecosystems have changed drastically since the Ice Age. Introducing a mammoth today might upset modern environments that evolved without them. A new species could act like an invasive one, competing for resources, spreading disease, or destroying habitats meant for current wildlife. There are also biological risks. Cloning and gene editing are still imperfect sciences. Many cloned animals suffer from genetic defects, short lifespans, or weak immune systems. Creating hybrids might produce creatures that can't reproduce or live healthy lives. Scientists also worry about unknown viruses frozen inside ancient DNA. What if they reawaken? Ethics add another layer. Should humans play God with nature? Some argue that resources spent on de-extinction could instead help save endangered species already struggling to survive, like elephants, rhinos, or tigers. Others question the welfare of the recreated animals themselves. If a mammoth-like creature is born, where will it live? Who will care for it? These are serious moral and scientific challenges we can't ignore. Real-world rewilding. While full de-extinction may still be years away, there's another approach that's already happening: rewilding. This means using living animals to fill the roles of extinct ones, restoring ecosystems in a more natural and safer way. It's a middle ground between science fiction and reality. In Europe, projects like Rewilding Europe are reintroducing bison, wild horses, and even lynx to landscapes that once lost their large animals. These creatures help reopen forests, spread seeds, and keep balance between plants and prey. It's already working. Biodiversity is returning, and entire ecosystems are reviving. Another clever example comes from Madagascar. Scientists introduced Aldabra giant tortoises from the Seychelles to replace extinct giant tortoises that once helped spread seeds of native plants. The results were amazing. Forests began to regenerate naturally, proving that even substitutes can bring powerful benefits. This kind of proxy rewilding shows that we don't always need to bring extinct animals back exactly as they were. Sometimes using close relatives or ecological stand-ins can restore balance more safely and responsibly. It's like giving nature a second chance, without playing too dangerously with DNA. In conclusion, are we ready for giants to walk again? So what if extinct megafauna really returned to Earth? Would it be the dawn of a new age of ecological healing, or a dangerous experiment with life itself? One thing is clear, our world is changing fast, and so is our ability to shape it. Bringing back mammoths, saber-toothed cats, or giant sloths could help restore ecosystems, slow climate change, and inspire a new generation to care about nature. But it could also open doors to ethical dilemmas, unpredictable ecosystems, and scientific risks we don't yet understand. As projects like Colossal Biosciences move forward, and as rewilding continues to prove its worth, humanity stands at a crossroads. We can either learn from the past and restore what we've lost responsibly, or risk repeating the same mistakes on a much grander scale. Maybe the real question isn't, can we bring back the giants? But should we? Because once they return, there's no turning back. The Earth that once belonged to them could soon belong to them again, if we're wise enough to share it. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more valuable content. We truly appreciate your support. Thanks.